Hello everyone, welcome to Prep to the Point. In this video, we will cover top 100 computer questions which are most repeated in competitive exams. With these 100 questions, you will also get the elaboration of each and every point for you to understand the subject deeply. Preparation just is not to mug up the questions but also to understand each and every aspects of the subject. So without wasting any further seconds, let's start. Which of the following is the brain of the computer? Option A, RAM. Option B, ALU. Option C, CPU. Option D, ROM. The answer is CPU. Here RAM stands for random access memory, ALU stands for arithmetic and logical unit, CPU stands for central processing unit, and ROM stands for read-only memory. What type of software is an operating system? Application software, system software, utility software, or development software? The answer is system software. MS Office, Google Chrome is application software, Windows, Mac OS, Linux, system software, antivirus, disk cleanup tools, utility software, web development, DevOps, development software. Which key is used to refresh a web page? F1, F5, F9 or F2? Here the answer is B, F5. We use F1 for default help key, F5 for refresh, F9 to update fields in a document, and F2 for renaming files, folders, and editing data in Excel. Which device is used to convert digital signals into analog and vice versa? Router, switch, modem, repeater. The right answer is modem. Router is used to connect network and acts as a gateway. Switch connects multiple devices, and full form of modem is modulator demodulator. Repeater regenerates and amplifies a weakened signal. Which of the following is a non-volatile memory? Options: RAM, cache, ROM, and register. The answer is ROM. Full form of RAM is random access memory. Cache stores copies data to provide very quickly while processing, and ROM stands for read-only memory. Register is used to hold data or instructions for use in the processing. Which among the following is an input device? Monitor, printer, scanner, or speaker? The answer is scanner. Monitor is known as VDU, which means visual display unit. There are various types of printer like inkjet, laser, dot matrix, thermal, and 3D printers. A scanner converts physical documents into digital format, and speaker converts electric signals into sound wave. Which company developed Windows operating system? Apple, IBM, Microsoft, or Intel? The right answer is Microsoft. Apple used Mac OS, Mac operating system, which is founded in 1976 by Steve Jobs. IBM stands for International Business Machine, and IBM is a IT company. In 1975, Microsoft was founded by Bill Gates and Paul Allen. Intel is a hardware company and it manufactures CPU and GPU. What is the full form of URL? Uniform Resource Locator, Uniform Read Locator, Uniform Retrieval Link, Uniform Reader Location. The right answer is A, Uniform Resource Locator. URL or Uniform Resource Locator is a unique address of a web page or other resources on the internet, like a website's street address. It tells the browser where to find specific information online. Which of these is a web browser? MS Word, Chrome, Excel or Windows? The right answer is Chrome. MS Word is a word processor and is the part of MS Office. Chrome is the application software by Google. Excel is the spreadsheet program and also a part of MS Office. Windows is the system software by Microsoft. A web browser is a software application that allows users to access and view websites on the internet. Which of the following is not a storage device? Hard disk, CD-ROM, printer or pen drive? The answer is printer. We all know that printer is a output device and hard disk, CD-ROM and pen drive are storage device. Hard disk is a primary storage device with magnetic platter. CD-ROM is compact disk read-only memory which is a optical disk, and pen drive is also known as USB flash drive, memory stick or thumb drive. But printer is a peripheral output device which provides graphic output. Which protocol is used to access a website? FTP, SMTP, HTTP or IP? Right answer is HTTP. FTP full form File Transfer Protocol. SMTP stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. HTTP Hypertext Transfer Protocol. If there is S in HTTP, that is HTTPS, then S stands for secure. And IP stands for Internet Protocol. TCP Transmission Control Protocol. What does GUI stands for? General User Interface, Graphical User Interface, Guided User Interaction or Graphic Unified Input? The right answer is B, Graphical User Interface. GUI or Graphical User Interface is a visual way of interacting with a computer that uses icons, buttons and menus instead of typing commands. Which key is used to delete a character to the left of the cursor? Delete, insert, backspace or escape? Right answer is backspace. Which among these is a programming language? HTML, MS Word, Google or Excel? The right answer is HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, which is used to make program language. MS Word is an application software developed by Microsoft. Google, founded by Larry Page and Sergey Brin in 1998. Excel is also application software by Microsoft. Which of the following is not an output device? Projector, speaker, mouse or printer? The right answer is mouse. Other than mouse, projector, speaker and printer all are output device, but mouse is a input device. First use of projector was done by the Lumiere brothers, that is Auguste and Louis Lumiere in 1985. First modern speaker was developed by General Electric Company in 1921. First mouse was used with Xerox Alto computer in 1973. First printer was also used by Remington Rand Univac computer in 1953. The main page of a website is called index page, bookmark, home page or startup page. The right answer is home page. Index page is the default or main page of a website, while bookmark is a saved link to a web page. Home page is the primary or main web page of a website, and startup page is the web page that loads when browser launched. In this way, index page, home page and startup page are main page of any website and are similar in this way. Which shortcut key is used to paste in Windows? Ctrl X, Ctrl Z, Ctrl P or Ctrl V? Right answer is Ctrl V. We all know that Ctrl X is used for cut, Ctrl Z for undo, Ctrl P for print and Ctrl V for paste. Which memory is lost when the computer is turned off? ROM, RAM, hard disk or SSD? The right answer is RAM. ROM is a non-volatile read-only memory and it has factor setting. RAM is volatile primary memory or main memory. Hard disk is a non-volatile secondary storage device and SSD is also a non-volatile secondary storage device, and full form of SSD is solid state device. Which of the following is not an operating system? Windows, Linux, iOS and Oracle? The right answer is Oracle. Here Oracle is a database software and Windows, Linux and iOS, these three are operating system. Windows developed by Microsoft in 1985. Linux is developed by Linus Torvalds, who is a Finnish computer scientist and developed in the year 1991. iOS stands for iPhone operating system and developed by Apple Inc. in 2007. Oracle is developed by Larry Ellison, Bob Miner and Ed Oates in the year 1977. Which key combination is used to open Task Manager in Windows? Ctrl Shift Escape, Alt F4, Ctrl Alt Delete or Shift Delete? The right answer is Ctrl Alt Delete. Ctrl Shift Escape is used to open Windows Task Manager directly. Alt 4 is used to close any currently active window. Ctrl Alt Delete is used for Windows security dialog box and Shift Del is used to delete a selected file or folder permanently. What is phishing? Phishing game, illegal copying of software, online identity theft or email advertisement? The right answer is C, online identity theft. Here phishing is the practice of sending fraudulent communications that appear to come from a legitimate and a reputable source, usually through a email and text messaging, to steal money, gain access to sensitive data and logging information, or to install malware in the victim's device. Which of the following is not a web browser? Firefox, Safari, Google or Opera? The right answer is Google, because we all know that Firefox, Safari and Opera are web browser, but Google is a search engine. Which part of the computer is responsible for calculations? Control unit, input unit, arithmetic logical unit or ROM? The right answer is C, arithmetic logical unit. Control unit is the brain of the CPU, whereas CPU is the brain of computer. And input unit enter data and instruction in the computer, which are also known as input device. ROM is a factor setting static data storage, while arithmetic and logical unit is used for calculation. Where are files permanently stored in a computer? RAM, ROM, cache or hard disk? The right answer is hard disk. We know that RAM is a volatile memory storage, ROM is a static data storage, and cache is a temporary storage for quick processing, and while hard disk is a secondary storage device, and the files on which we work permanently stored in hard disk drive. Which component connects a computer to a network? NIC, HDMI, USB or VGA? The right answer is NIC. What is NIC? NIC is a network interface card with which computer connects with the internet or network. HDMI stands for High Definition Multimedia Interface. USB stands for Universal Serial Bus, and VGA, Video Graphics Array. Which of the following is the smallest unit of data in a computer? Is it bit, byte, nibble or kilobyte? The right answer is A, bit. Bit is binary digit. Binary means 2 and digit means number. And here is two numbers, one is 1 and another is 0. 1 nibble is equal to 4 bits, 1 bytes is equal to 8 bits, 1 nibble is 4 bits or half byte, and 1 kilobyte is equal to 1024 bytes. What does IP stands for in IP address? Internet Protocol, Internal Protocol, Input Process or Internet Program? The right answer is option A, Internet Protocol. What is the default file extension for MS Word 2016? .doc, .txt, .docx, .xlx. The right answer is .docx. .doc is the extension of Word file before MS Office 2010. .txt is the extension of simple text document. .docx is the extension of Word file after MS Office 2010, and .xlsx is the extension of Excel spreadsheet after MS Office 2010. Here file extension means whenever we give any name to a file, then after that name there is a extension like .doc, .txt. Those are called file extension. What does BIOS stands for? Basic Input Output System, Binary Input Output System, Basic Internal Output Software, Binary Inter Operating System. The answer is Basic Input Output System. Which part of the computer holds data permanently? ROM, CPU, ROM or hard drive? The right answer is hard drive. RAM stands for Random Access Memory, CPU Central Processing Unit, and ROM read-only memory. But hard drive is the secondary storage device in which computer holds data permanently. The full form of PDF is portable document format, portable data format, personal document file or printed document file. The right answer is portable document format. What is the function of Ctrl Z in Windows? Redo, copy, undo or paste? Right answer is undo. For redo we use Ctrl Y, for copy Ctrl C, undo Ctrl Z, and for paste Ctrl V. Which among these is a type of system software? MS Excel, compiler, Photoshop or PowerPoint? The right answer is compiler, because we all know that MS Excel is spreadsheet and is an application software. Photoshop is an image editing application software, and PowerPoint also a presentation application software. Hence, compiler is the answer. What is the main function of an operating system? Word processing, game playing, managing hardware and software, browsing internet? The right answer is managing hardware and software. Which of the following is a spreadsheet software? Word, PowerPoint, Excel or Paint? The answer is Excel. What is the shortcut key to save a document? Control S, Control O, Control C, or Control V? The right answer is Control S. For Control O, it is open document. Control C, copy data. Control V, paste copied data. What does HTTP stands for? Hypertext Transfer Protocol, Hyper Terminal Text Program, High Transmission Text Protocol, or Hyperlink Text Transfer Program? The answer is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. That is option A. Which among the following is not a programming language? Not a programming language. Option are Python, Java, Windows, C++. The answer is Windows, because Windows is an operating system, but Python, Java and C++ all are programming language. Python and C++ is high level programming language and Java is object oriented programming language. A collection of related web pages is called a web server, website, home page, or browser. The right answer is website. Website is the collection of related web pages, whereas web server is system that hosts and delivers web content. Home page is the main page of a website, and browser is used to view and interact with information in the internet. Which of the following is used for viewing website? Text editor, compiler, web browser, or disk cleaner? The right answer is web browser. Web browser is used to view and interact with information in the internet, while text editor is a program that allows a user to edit text. Compiler converts high-level language to machine language, and disk cleaner is used to clean hard disks from temporary files. Which is popular email service? Google Map, Gmail, YouTube, or Chrome? The right answer is Gmail, because Gmail is used to send and receive mail, while Google Map for navigation, YouTube for watching video, and Chrome for web browser. What is the function of Control P? Paste, preview, print, or pause? The right answer is C, print. Control P is used for printing anything, while Control V for paste, Control F2 for preview, and spacebar is used for pause. Which of these is an antivirus software? Oracle, Java, McAfee, or Android? The right answer is McAfee. McAfee is an antivirus software, while Oracle is a database, Java is programming language, and Android is operating software for mobile. Which is used for connecting multiple devices on a network? Router, modem, compiler, or ALU? The right answer is router. Router is used to connect multiple devices in a network. Modem full form, modulator and demodulator, and used to connect PC with the internet. Compiler uses to convert high level language to machine language, and ALU or arithmetic logical unit is a part of CPU and used for calculation in the system. Linux is an example of web browser, utility, operating system, or input device. The right answer is C, operating system. Windows, Linux, Mac OS all are operating system, while Chrome, Edge, Firefox, Opera, these are web browser. Disk cleanup, antivirus are utility software, and keyboard, mouse and scanner are input device. What is the storage capacity of a standard CD-ROM? 512 MB, 700 MB, 1 GB, or 1.4 GB? The right answer is 700 MB. What does USB stands for? Universal Software Bus, Universal Serial Bus, Unique System Block, or Unified Storage Binary? The right answer is Universal Serial Bus. Which shortcut is used to cut selected text? Ctrl V, Ctrl X, Ctrl Z, or Ctrl C? The right answer is Ctrl B. Right answer is option B, Ctrl X. Ctrl X is used for cut, Ctrl V for paste, Ctrl Z for undo, and Ctrl C for copy. What type of device is a joystick? Output device, input device, storage device, or network device? The right answer is input device. You all know that there are 4 types of device: input device, output device, storage device, and network device. And here are some examples of those. Printer, monitor, speaker, and projector are output device. Keyboard, mouse, and scanner are input device. Hard disk drive, solid state disk, and optical discs, that is CD, are storage device. And modem, router, repeater, and switch are the example of network device. Which of the following allows sharing internet wirelessly? Modem, router, switch, or repeater? The right answer is router. Which language is used to design web pages? C++, HTML, Java, or Python? The right answer is HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language and used to create web page, while C++, Java, and Python, all three are different types of programming language. The full form of CPU: Central Processing Unit, Control Processing Unit, Central Processing Unit, Computer Processing Unit. The right answer is C, Central Processing Unit. Which of these is not an email protocol? SMTP, POP, HTTP, and IMAP? The right answer is HTTP. Here SMTP, POP, HTTP, IMAP, all 4 are protocols, but HTTP is Hypertext Transfer Protocol, which is not an email protocol. But SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, POP, Post Office Protocol, IMAP, Internet Message Access Protocol, A, B, and D are used for email protocol. Here POP is the new one, and you have to know about this. POP stands for Post Office Protocol, which is a protocol used in computer networks for retrieving email from a mail server or to a local device. Which component temporarily holds data and programs currently being used? ROM, RAM, hard disk drive, solid state disk? The right answer is RAM. RAM stands for Random Access Memory, but while any program currently being used, the data and instructions are temporarily stored in RAM. Other than RAM, ROM, HDD, and SSD all are non-volatile storage device. What is the full form of LAN? Local Area Node, Limited Access Network, Local Area Network, or Large Area Network? The right answer is C, Local Area Network. LAN or Local Area Network is a computer network that connects devices within a limited physical area like a home, office, or building. LAN is the fastest network in the world. Which storage device has no moving parts? HDD, floppy disk, SSD, CD-ROM? The right answer is C, SSD. As from the name, SSD stands for solid state disk. So from the name we can understand that in SSD there is no moving parts, whereas HDD, floppy disk and CD-ROM has moving disk. And capacity of hard disk drive is from 500 GB to 20 TB and beyond. Floppy disk 1.44 MB, SSD 128 GB and going up to 4 TB or more, and CD-ROM is fixed, that is 700 MB. Which among these is a mobile operating system? Ubuntu, Windows, Android or Mac OS? The answer is C, Android. Ubuntu is Linux operating system. Windows 10 is an operating system by Microsoft. Android is an operating system for smartphone, and Mac OS is the operating system by Apple Inc. Which of these represents a binary number? 1101, 1234, 9087 or 5678? The answer is 1101. As you know, binary number consists only 1 and 0. So in option other than option A, all numbers have 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 0, 8, 7, 5, 6, 7 and 8 which are not digits of binary number. Binary number system uses 2 digits, 0 and 1, and is the foundation for all modern computing. Which company makes the iPhone? Samsung, Apple, Google or Microsoft? The right answer is B, Apple. Samsung is founded by Lee Buang-chul in 1938. Apple is founded by Steve Jobs in 1975. Google is founded by Larry Page and Sergey Brin in 1998. And Microsoft is founded by Bill Gates and Paul Allen in 1975. What is the default extension of PowerPoint files? .xlx, .docx, .pptx or .txt? The right answer is .pptx. .xls for spreadsheet, that is Excel sheet. .docx extension of Word document file, and .txt for extension of simple text file. Which key is used to rename file or folder? F1, F2, F4 or F5? The right answer is F2. For your further information, there are 12 function key from F1 to F12 on a keyboard. These are special keys which provide shortcuts to commonly used commands and actions within programs and operating systems. These keys are located at the top of the keyboard and can be used alone or in combination with the modifier keys like Ctrl, Alt and Shift. So what are the modifier keys? Ctrl, Alt, Shift, which are used with the combination of other keys, are called modifier keys. What is the firewall? Virus, antivirus, security system or network device? The right answer is option C, security system. A firewall is a network security device that monitors and controls incoming and outgoing network traffic, filtering it based on defined security rules. It acts as a barrier between a private network and the public internet, allowing non-threatening traffic while blocking potentially dangerous traffic. So a firewall is must necessary in the computer which are connected with internet. Which of the following is used to start the computer? Reset, power, booting or login? The right answer is booting. Now what is booting? Booting is also known as bootstrapping. It is the process of starting or restarting a computer. It involves initializing hardware components, loading the operating system, into memory and preparing the system for use. This process happens whenever the computer is switched on or restarted. Hence, booting is two types: a cold booting and another is hot booting. When we first switch on the computer, that is cold booting, and when we restart a computer, that is hot booting. A collection of 8 bits is known as byte, nibble, word or block. The right answer is option A, byte. Byte consists of 8 bits, nibble consists 4 bits, word unit of data that can be edited as a single entity, and in block data representing a fixed portion of large media. Which of these is not a search engine? Google, Bing, Yahoo or Instagram? The right answer is Instagram. We all know that Instagram is a social media platform by Meta Inc. But Google, Bing and Yahoo, all three are search engine. Google by Google company, Bing by Microsoft company and Yahoo by Yahoo Inc. company. A kilobyte consists of 512 bytes, 1000 bytes, 1024 bytes or 2048 bytes. The right answer is 1024 bytes. The process of finding and fixing errors in software is called editing, debugging, compiling or scanning. The right answer is debugging. Debugging is removing bugs or errors from any programs, whereas editing is modifying files and programs, compiling is converting high-level language to machine language, and scanning is analyzing code to identify errors. What is the full form of WWW? World Wide Web, Web Worldwide, World Wide Web, World Web Wide or Web Wide World. It is very confusing. The right answer is World Wide Web, that is option B, World Wide Web. The World Wide Web, commonly known as the web, was developed by Tim Berners-Lee in 1989. It is very important because most of the time in every exam the questions frequently comes. What does ISP stands for? Internet Source Provider, Internet Service Provider, Internal Service Server Provider or Intranet Server Protocol. The right answer is option B, Internet Service Provider. And ISP or Internet Service Provider as those who provide us the internet service. The temporary internet files are stored in recycle bin, cache, ROM or notepad. The right answer is cache. Cache is the temporary storage of important system files, while recycle bin is the temporary storage of deleted files. ROM, permanent storage of factory settings, and notepad is simple word processor. In Excel, which symbol is used for formula? Plus, equal to, dollar or percentage? The answer is equal to. Whenever we use Excel, to use any types of formula, firstly we have to use the equal to symbol starting a formula in Excel, while plus is for add data in Excel, dollar is to keep a constant cell reference, and percent is for calculation percentage of any data. What is an app? Application software, operating system, system software or hardware? The right answer is application software. MS Word, Notepad, Photoshop are few examples of application software, whereas interface between user and computer, operating system, works. System software are software that runs the computer, and hardware as the physical components of a computer. The speed of the processor is measured in Hz, Hertz, GB, Mbps or dpi. The right answer is option A, Hertz. CPU processing speed or frequency, that is known as Hertz. GB is the unit of data storage and full form is gigabytes. Mbps data transfer speed and full form is megabits per second. And DPI stands for dots per inch, is a mouse sensitivity unit. CAPTCHA is used to detect hardware problems, prevent bots, format disk or speed up computer. The right answer is option B, prevent bots. CAPTCHA is used to prevent bots, detect hardware problems by Windows Diagnostic, format disk, create and format a disk, and disk cleanup is used to speed up the computer by deleting the temporary files. Bluetooth is a type of cable, wired network, wireless technology or software. The answer is option C, wireless technology. Which of the following is a markup language? SQL, HTML, Python or Java? The right answer is option B, HTML. HTML is the markup language, whereas SQL is query language, Python is high level language and Java is also a high level language. Data in computers is represented in decimal, hexadecimal, binary or octal. The right answer is binary. Binary is the number system with 2 digits, that is 1 and 0. Decimal is the number system with 10 digits and base is 10. Hexadecimal number system with 16 digits and base is 16. Whereas octal is the number system with 8 digits and its base is 8. Which key opens the start menu? Alt, Shift, Windows key or ESC or escape? The right answer is Windows key. Chrome is developed by Google, Microsoft, Mozilla, Apple. And the right answer is Google, because we used to tell Google Chrome, not Microsoft Chrome or Mozilla Chrome or Apple Chrome. So Chrome is developed by Google, Edge is developed by Microsoft, Firefox is developed by Mozilla and Safari is developed by Apple. Control A is used to paste, cut, select all or save. The right answer is select all. For paste we use Control V, for cut Control X and Control S for save. What type of software is MS Word? System software, utility software, application software or network software? The right answer is application software, that is option C. MS Word, Photoshop are the examples of application software. Firewall, VPN, network software. Operating system, utility software or system software, and disk cleanup is known as utility software. The main circuit board of a computer is known as CPU, ROM, RAM or motherboard. The right answer is motherboard. Motherboard is the main circuit board of a computer, while CPU is main microprocessor, ROM is permanent memory chip and RAM is volatile temporary memory chip. In which memory data is lost when power is off? ROM, RAM, hard disk or SSD? The right answer is RAM, because RAM is volatile and data is lost when power is lost, whereas ROM is data is stored permanently and it can't be edited as it is factory setting mode. Hard disk is editable data stored permanently and mechanical. while SSD is editable data stored permanently and in solid state. Which of the following is not hardware? Mouse, keyboard, monitor or Photoshop? The right answer is Photoshop, because Photoshop is a software used to edit image. But other than Photoshop, mouse, keyboard and monitor all are computer hardware, and mouse is input device, keyboard is input device, whereas monitor is output device used to display information. Which among these is a volatile memory? RAM, ROM, hard disk and DVD? The right answer is RAM. RAM is a volatile and temporary storage. ROM is non-volatile and uneditable storage. Hard disk is non-volatile, editable storage. DVD is also editable, non-volatile and external storage. What is the shortcut for find in MS Word? Ctrl S, Ctrl F, Ctrl G or Ctrl H? The right answer is Ctrl F. Ctrl S is for save document. Ctrl G for opens go to dialog box and Ctrl H for replace words or phrases. What is software? Physical part of computer, intangible part of computer, mechanical device or electricity? The right answer is intangible part of computer. Intangible part of computer means which we cannot touch but we can feel. That is software components. And physical part of computer are known as hardware components, which are tangible. Mechanical devices are devices with moving parts, and electricity is the power to run components. A program used to view the internet is browser, antivirus, compiler or emulator? The right answer is browser. Browser is a tool to navigate and view websites, while antivirus is a utility program to protect computers. Compiler translates high-level language into machine language, and emulator is a software or hardware that allows a computer system to behave like another system. What is the maximum number of rows in MS Excel 2016? 1048 576 65536 32768 16384. The right answer is option A, 1048 576. Here for your further information, in Excel columns are vertical, means vertical, labeled with letter A, B, C, etc., while rows are horizontal, this type horizontal, and labeled with number 1, 2, 3, etc. Each cell in a spreadsheet is formed, this is called cell, by intersecting of vertical column and horizontal rows, by the intersection of row and column. The blinking symbol on the screen is called marker, cursor, pointer or clicker? The right answer is cursor. A cursor is a visual indicator on a computer screen, that is on monitor, shows the user where their input actions like typing or clicking will take effect. It can be represented by a blinking vertical line in text editors, a pointer arrow on the desktop or other graphical shapes. Which software translates high-level language to machine language? Compiler, browser, debugger or modem? The right answer is compiler, option A. Compiler is used to translate high-level language to machine language. Browser is a tool to navigate and view websites. Debugger is a tool to find and fix errors in programs code, whereas modem is a device that allows to connect to the internet. And full form of modem is modular, demodular. And one more information is modem is the only device which acts as a input device as well as output device. The operating system of Apple computer is Windows, Android, iOS or Mac OS? The right answer is Mac OS. Mac OS stands for Mac Operating System, which is developed by Apple Inc., while iOS stands for iPhone Operating System. Android is a operating system for smartphone and tablets, while Windows is the operating system by Microsoft. What does DPI stands for in printing? Data per inch, dots per inch, disk per inch, or a drop per inch? The right answer is dots per inch, that is option B. DPI or dots per inch is a measure of the resolution of an image or display, specifically referring to the number of dots or pixels that can be placed within a single inch. A higher DPI means more detailed and sharper images, while a lower DPI results in a blurrier, less detailed image. What is the main function of an ALU? Data storage, logical operations, internet connections, or printing? The right answer is option B, logical operations. What is the full form of SMS? Short message service, single mail service, send message system, simple mobile service? The right answer is option A, short message service. Now for your kind information, SMS is a protocol used to send short text messages between mobile phones. It allows users to exchange text messages, but do you know the limit of character of SMS? That is 160 character. Whenever it exceeds, the second message generates. .exe files are used for documents, executable files, images, or audio? The right answer is option B, executable files. .exe is used as extension for executable files, .docx for documents, .jpg, jpeg, and .png. PNG is used for images, .mp3, .wav is used for audio. Now what is file extension? A file extension is a suffix 3 or 4 letters after the file name like .txt or .docx or docx, indicating the file type. It helps operating system and programs to identify the file format, determine how it should be opened, and what programs can handle it. So file extension is very important perspective. What does Ctrl+N do in most applications? Opens a new window document, closes document, saves file, or opens file? The right answer is option A, opens a new window document. For close any document, we use Ctrl+W. For saves a file, Ctrl+S, or to open a file, Ctrl+O. Which key is used to exit full screen? Tab, Escape, or ESC, F12, or Alt? The right answer is Escape or ESC, option B. Escape is used to interrupt or stop ongoing operations. Tab is used for formatting text and navigation web pages and applications. F12 is used to open the Save As dialog box in Microsoft Office, while Alt is used as a modifier key in combination with others key. Which of the following is not a Microsoft product? Not a Microsoft product. Outlook, Excel, Google Drive, or PowerPoint? The right answer is option C, Google Drive. We all know that Outlook, Excel, and PowerPoint is the part of Microsoft Office. Outlook is the email application, while Excel is the spreadsheet application, and PowerPoint is the presentation program. A byte consists of how many bits? 4, 8, 16, or 32? The right answer is 8. It is very important regarding or on perspection of competitive exam to know the bit, byte, kilobyte, in 1 bit how many nibble, or in 1 byte how many bits. So just go through this one. Bit is the smallest unit of data representing 0 or 1. Byte is composed of 8 bits or 2 nibbles, because 1 nibble is equal to 4 bits. 1 kilobyte is 1024 bytes. 1 megabyte is equal to 1024 kilobytes, or approx 1 million bytes. 1 gigabyte is equal to 1024 megabytes, or approx 1 billion bytes. 1 terabyte is 1024 gigabytes, or 1 trillion bytes. 1 petabyte is equal to 1024 terabytes. 1 exabyte is equal to 1024 petabytes, and 1 zettabyte is equal to 1024 exabytes, and lastly 1 yottabyte is equal to 1024 zettabytes. So friends, till now we have completed top 100 computer questions. Thanks for watching, and thanks for being with me till the end. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more exam oriented videos. Thank you. Have a great day.